You are busy every day, but the real question is, who is busy? Let me tell you a story. A Zen monk named Ungan was sweeping the garden with a bamboo broom. His brother Dogo came over to him and said, "Hey, you look terribly busy." Ungan stopped for a moment, looked at his brother, and said something extraordinary. Although busy, there is something which is not busy. Think about this. Although busy, there is something which is not busy. Dogo, trying to understand, said, "That means there are two moons, one busy, one not busy, two separate things." Ungan immediately put the broom straight up on the ground, stood there silently, and asked, "What moon is this?" Now he was no longer busy. The broom was on the ground. He was just standing there. "What moon is this?" Dogo silently left, not knowing what to say. This is a profound teaching, and it speaks directly to your life right now. You are busy, always busy, working, planning, doing, achieving, moving, rushing. Your whole life is activity. From morning until night, you are engaged in 1,000 things, and you think this busyness is who you are, but it is not. Behind all this busyness, there is something that has never been busy, a presence that is just watching, witnessing, present, still, not philosophy, direct observation. Right now, as you listen to these words, notice something. You are hearing these words, but who is hearing? There is a hearer, a witness, an awareness. That awareness is not busy. It never has been. It was there when you were a child, here now, and it will be there when you are old, unchanged, untouched, unaffected by all your busyness. Your body is busy, your mind races, your emotions surge and fall. But you, the real you, the awareness, it has never moved. Like the sky, clouds come and go, birds fly through, storms arise and pass. But the sky remains unchanged, untouched. You are that sky. Your thoughts, your activities, your achievements, your failures, these are all clouds. They come, they go, but you remain. Now let me tell you another way to understand this. Imagine a full moon rising in the night. One moon in the sky, but look down. In every pond, every lake, every ocean, every puddle of water, you see the moon reflected. Millions of reflections, countless moons in countless places. But how many moons are there? Only one. The reflections are many, but the moon, just one. This is exactly what is happening in your life. Consciousness is one. The reflections are millions. Every action you take is a reflection. Every thought, a reflection. Every emotion, the same. But the consciousness watching all of this, that is the one moon, the real thing. When you identify with your actions, you are identifying with the reflections. And reflections are not real, temporary. They depend on conditions. If the water is disturbed, the reflection breaks. No water, no reflection. But the moon, always there, whether reflected or not. You are the moon, not the reflection. But you have forgotten this. You have been looking at the reflections for so long. You think they are real. I am a doctor. That is a reflection. I am successful. I am a failure. I am happy. I am sad. All reflections. All of these are reflections in the water of your mind. But you, the real you, the awareness, that is the moon, unchanging, eternal, always there. And here is the beautiful thing. You don't have to become this. You already are. Stillness doesn't need to be achieved. It's already present. The unbusy exists whether you notice it or not. The monk was sweeping, busy, but something in him was not busy. Both existed together. Busyness on the surface, stillness at the center. This is the secret. You don't have to leave your life. Abandoning work is not required. Your responsibilities can stay. Just recognize what you already are. Behind all the activity, there is stillness. The noise covers silence, but it's always there. And behind the doing, just being. That being is your true nature. Now, let me tell you one more story to make this clear. Ungan asked a monk, "Where are you from?" Simple question. But the monk did not answer the question. Instead, he said, "I came with incense." What kind of answer is this? The monk is saying, don't ask me about the past. Don't ask me where I came from. Look at this present moment. I am here with incense. That is all that matters. The past is a reflection, so is the future. Only this moment is real, only now, and in this now, there is no busyness. Busyness exists only when you are lost in thoughts about past and future, about what you did, what you must do. But when you are simply here, right now, there is no busyness, just presence. The monk understood this. He came with incense, that is all. Not from somewhere, not going somewhere, here with incense, in this moment. This is the unbusy state, not lazy, not inactive, but not lost in mental activity either, just present. Now, you might be thinking, but I have to be busy. I have work, responsibilities. I cannot just stop. And I am not asking you to stop. The monk was sweeping the garden, busy. But he said, although busy, there is something which is not busy. Both can exist together. You can sweep the garden, work, do whatever needs to be done. But if you remain aware of the awareness that is watching, you will never be lost in busyness. Activity happens, but you are not identified with it. The reflection exists, but you know you are the moon. This changes everything. When you are identified with your actions, you suffer. Because actions are temporary, they come and go. Success and failure alternate. And if you think you are your actions, then every failure is your failure. Every success becomes your success. Your whole sense of self depends on these reflections. And reflections are unreliable, constantly changing. So you are always anxious, worried, trying to maintain the right reflection. But when you know you are the moon, not the reflection, everything relaxes. Actions still happen, but you are not dependent on them. Success comes, fine. Failure arrives, also fine. The moon remains the same, freedom. Not freedom from doing, but freedom while doing. Not escape from life, but understanding of what life is. Life is reflections. You are the moon. Life is activity. You are stillness. Life is movement. You, pure presence. Once you see this, you can live fully, as busy as you want, or as still as you want. It doesn't matter, because you know what you are, and what you are has never been busy. Now, there is something important to understand here. How do you move toward this realization? Move inward. When you move outward, toward actions, toward achievements, toward the world, you move toward the reflections, and the reflections are millions. You become fragmented, scattered, lost in 1,000 things. But when you move inward, toward awareness, toward the witness, toward consciousness, you move toward oneness. The moon is one. So meditation is not about doing more. It is about moving inward, not to escape the world, but to know who you are. And once you know who you are, the world doesn't disturb you. You can be in the world, but not of it. Acting without attachment to the action. Busy, but with something in you that has never been busy. The whole teaching. Let me repeat Ungan's words one more time. Although busy, there is something which is not busy. Sit with this. Don't just hear it, feel it. Right now, notice. You are listening to these words. There is activity. Words are coming. Your mind is processing. Busy. But who is noticing this busyness? There. That one. The noticer. The witness. That is what is not busy. Never has been. Never will be. You are that. Not the thoughts. Not the actions. Not the reflections. But the awareness in which everything appears. The moon, not the millions of reflections in the water, but the one moon in the sky, unchanging, eternal, free, your true nature. And the beautiful thing, you don't have to achieve it. Just recognize it. Already here, always has been. You are already the moon. You just thought you were a reflection. Now you know. The reflection is temporary. The moon, eternal. Busyness on the surface. Stillness at the center. Activity in the mind. presence in you. See this. Everything changes. Not that you will stop being busy, but you will know that something in you has never been busy. And that something is what you truly are. Freedom, peace, your true home, not in some future moment when you finally achieve stillness. Right now, right here, in the middle of all your busyness, something is not busy. Find it, know it, be it. You already are. Let me tell you why this understanding is so urgent today. More than ever, people are lost in busyness. The whole world has become a race. Everyone is running, chasing something, achieving something. More money, more success, more recognition, more happiness. And in this race, you have completely forgotten yourself. You think you are what you do. If you are not doing something, you feel worthless. Not productive, guilty. Not busy, anxious. A sickness. And it is spreading like a disease across the whole world. People have forgotten how to simply be. They only know how to do. And in this constant doing, they miss the very essence of life. The essence is not in the doing, it is in the being. Doing comes and goes, being remains. But you have become so identified with doing that you think if you stop doing, you will disappear. The great illusion, you cannot disappear, because what you truly are has nothing to do with doing. It simply is. Whether you sweep a garden or sit silently, whether you work or rest, success or failure, you remain. The awareness remains. This is what the monk was showing. Busy, sweeping, then he stopped and stood still. In both cases, he was the same. The activity changed, but he did not change. The key, your actions change, your thoughts change, your situations change. But you, the witness, never changes. And when you realize this, a great relaxation happens. Because you are no longer dependent on conditions, no longer trying to maintain a certain state. You simply are, in silence or in noise, in stillness or in movement, in success or in failure. You are. This gives you stability, not your achievements, not your relationships, not your possessions, but the recognition of what you are, unchanging, ever present, free. Now you might ask, how do I recognize this? By watching. Just watch. Watch your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Don't judge them. Don't fight them. Just watch. And in the watching, you will discover something. You are not the thoughts, you are the one watching them. Not the emotions, but the one noticing their rise and fall. Not the actions, but the awareness observing it all. This watching is what is not busy, always been there, silent, still, present. It was there when you were a child playing in the garden. Here now as you listen to these words, and it will be there when you are old, lying on your deathbed, unchanged. Your eternity not somewhere in the future, not in some heaven after death, right here, right now, in you. As you, the monk said, although busy, there is something which is not busy. Not talking about philosophy, talking about direct experience, pointing to what is already here. And if you look, you will find it, not by thinking about it, by feeling it. Right now, as you breathe, notice. You are breathing, but who is noticing the breath? The breath comes and goes. The noticer remains. That noticer is what is not busy, your true self. Not the person with a name and a history and a future, but the awareness in which all of this appears, the unchanging background of all changing experiences. Liberation, not liberation from life, but liberation in life. You can live fully, work, love, create, enjoy, but you will know that you are not these things. You are the space in which they happen, the sky in which clouds appear, the screen on which the movie plays. And this knowing changes the quality of everything. Your actions become lighter because you are not carrying the weight of identification. Your relationships become easier, no longer demanding that others fulfill you. Your life becomes more joyful, not dependent on outcomes. You simply are. And from that simple being, everything flows naturally. What the Zen masters understood, they were not escaping life, living it fully, but they knew who they were. They swept gardens, cooked food, washed dishes, but they were never lost in these activities. Always something watching, still, knowing this is just a reflection. I am the moon, and you are that moon too. Whether you know it or not, whether you recognize it or not, you are that eternal presence, that unchanging awareness, that which has never been busy. So my invitation to you is simple. Stop trying to become something. You don't need to achieve stillness or be spiritual. Just look. Look at what is already here. Behind all the noise, there is silence. Movement happens on the surface, but stillness exists underneath. And no matter how busy you are, something has never been touched by any of it. Find that, not through effort, through recognition. Already here, already you are the moon. Stop looking for yourself in the reflections. Look up, see the moon. You will find it is you, always has been. The world will continue to be busy. Things will always be moving, changing, happening, the nature of existence. But you don't have to be lost in it. You can be like Ungan, sweeping the garden, busy on the surface, still at the center, engaged in life, but not trapped by it, active in the world, rooted in something deeper, the art of living, not escaping into some mountaintop cave, but being present in the marketplace with the heart of a meditator, doing what needs to be done, while knowing that your essence has nothing to do with the doing. mastery. Not the mastery of controlling outcomes, but the mastery of knowing yourself. And once you know yourself, everything becomes simple. Not that life becomes easier. Challenges will still come, difficulties will still arise, but you will meet them from a different place. Not from fear, not from anxiety, but from the stillness that has always been there, the unbusy center, the eternal witness, the moon that shines regardless of how many reflections appear in the water. So remember, although busy, there is something which is not busy. Find that something, know it, be it, because that something is what you truly are. Not the temporary, but the eternal. Not the reflection, but the reality. Not the activity, but the awareness. Your home, your freedom, you always, in every moment, behind every action, beneath every thought, beyond every experience, you, still, silent, free, the moon in the sky, watching the million reflections below, but knowing I am one, whole, always here. See this, and you will never be lost again. No matter how busy life becomes, something in you will always know, a presence that remains still, a home you never left. That something is you, the real you, the eternal you. Find it, already here,